Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb News. Now today we have, hey yo man, we got man, we got an artist being shot, man. I shouldn't have said that so early in the video. We got like, you know, he got hit. Okay. We also got Cam Newton explaining why he's afraid of getting married, man. We're gonna talk a little bit about that, and Meek Mill had a message about artists disrespecting the dead, man. We're gonna talk a little bit about that, man. Again, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source. Hey yo, if this your first time to the channel, man, be sure to hit that like button if feeling any part of the content. We definitely appreciate that. That notification bell's waiting for your tap, so go on and give it a tap, and that subscribe button's waiting for your subscription, man. So go on and touch that too. You hit this out, man. Cam Newton has said his desire to get married, right, is lower than his fear of divorce. You understand what he just said? His desire to get married is lower than his fear of divorce. So he has a higher fear of divorce than his a desire to get married. All right, take a listen to bro's explanation.
A lot of people see my situation and not think that I'm not high functioning.
What situation?
I'm not married. I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
By how many women?
3. And this is the kick. I want more.
By multiple women? What's the intent?
I just want God
about
to
your wife?
My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Brian, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time. Action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating. The kids are innocent. They are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will selfishly create broken families even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you. But these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. To say that I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home.
Look, she said he's selfishly creating broken families because the children are growing up with a deficit of not having a father. And his selfish acts are the result of his fear. I said, damn, man. I mean, I'm talking like, she's, look, she's beating him over the head with it, man. You know what I'm saying? And she said his selfish acts are the result of, look, let me see if I can find the rest of what she had to say. Okay, boom, found it, right? Take an additional listen to this.
Create these homes. Let me go better. I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve who you're spending your life with. And then I'm going to build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and it's selfish.
Just tell me when I can solve.
And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're going to feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box. It's unhealthy. It's a huge dysfunction within our Black community that I truly believe personally, statistically, mental health wise, and community wise, that Black men would stop doing that, that they would stop that dysfunctional behavior of compartmentalizing and creating houses, not homes, and then finally a home with the wife. And then you have all these other houses that are homeless, but you over here at some point when you do get a wife, you're trying to create a home. Totally dysfunctional and extremely, that's the epitome of selfish. Epitome of selfish.
I knew he wasn't receiving the knowledge, right? When he said, just tell me when I could talk, that's when I knew. I was like, okay, a bro is not interested in learning, or he's not interested in listening. He's just waiting for his time to talk. There's a difference between listening and waiting for your turn to talk. And he was just waiting for his turn to talk. And when you're doing that, man, you're not even, that means that his personally, I believe that when you're just at a stage where you're just waiting to talk, you're not even interested in learning, or you might realize that, oh shoot, you know what, she might be low key right. Like I think I might be in the wrong. I'm just waiting for my time to talk. I don't even hear what she's saying. Although what she was saying probably hurt something serious, man. You know what I mean? Hurt harder than any hit he ever experienced on the field. Okay. But look, here's the thing, man. When he said, just tell me when I could talk, I was over there like, you see that? Not everyone could take in wisdom. Sometimes it hurts to take wisdom in. Sometimes I feel the pain too sometimes, but that's where you really got to humble yourself. That's where humility really kicks in. You know what I mean? If you once you could take in knowledge and wisdom and stuff like that, it requires humility to do that. You follow what I'm saying, man? Now, Cam did have a question for the good doctor, and it wasn't, can I take you out on a date? Although I feel like it was going in that direction, okay? He asked this, which may indicate a passing complete when she Hail Mary that wisdom in his direction. Take a listen to what Cam asked.
I'm done. You can go for it.
Okay, say less. All right, so what identifies as a broken home?
What you have going on with whoever you're not in the house with is a broken home. It's called a blended family.
That means?
That the family is blended. So blended
means broken.
Yeah.
The guy that you would entertain, you would go as low as 26.
That I would entertain?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
And as high as what age?
Whatever man that doesn't have kids.
As high as?
Whoever doesn't have kids, whatever age he is with no kids. I don't have an age range as far as how old if he has no kids.
So your non-negotiable is a person who does not have children.
My non-negotiable is a person with kids, but yes, I get how you're saying it, yes.
And you cannot be with a person.
I can, but I'm choosing not to.
So?
I can be with anyone, but I'm choosing not to. I gotta correct it. It's my narrative, Cam.
You're jumping in, jumping out. It's either.
Cam, I can date whoever I want. I am definitely well equipped to do so.
Yeah.
My preference,
yes.
Because there's nothing wrong with a lot of men who have kids, so I don't want to put that narrative out there.
Yes.
My personal preference is I would not choose to date a man with kids.
Okay.
Yes.
So
yes.
You're dating a man with kids.
Yes.
So you've identified that that's a broken home from the jump with your verbiage of blended family means broken.
I've identified that I'm dating a broken man because we could teach what we know, we create who we are. And so broken people create brokenness, whether it's through a child, whether it's through a relationship, whether it's through themselves. It doesn't have to be a beautiful baby, but you're creating brokenness. And broken people can come from married households and creates broken blended families everywhere. I'm not negating that.
That's not my point.
No, I know I'm making that point. But yes.
But my point.
My answer is I not only identified that those homes are houses without a home because he's not in them.
Yeah, but you're going to be with a broken man.
No, I won't. I wouldn't be with a broken man who has multiple kids. I would
No, not multiple. I'm talking
a kid. It doesn't matter.
So you're not going to date a man with children.
I don't know why I felt like he was really shooting for a date. You know what I mean? Let it go, bro. You know what I mean? Listen, if you want to hear the rest of that convo, Cam posted it yesterday, I believe it was. It was a great conversation. You got to take a listen to it, man. But it was rough to watch because what you're really watching is someone that is not only he's experiencing you saw cognitive dissonance taking place. He could not take in her information, even though it was very powerful, very clear, very coherent. There was no ambiguity about it. There was nothing to misinterpret, nothing to misunderstand. It was just clearly someone that felt the power of her words and did not want to receive it because it was an indictment on not only what he's done, but what he wants to do in the future. He said he wants to have more children, essentially saying he wants to create more broken homes. He's saying it and she's checking it, and he don't like the fact that she was checking it right there, man. And what she said was on point. You know what I mean? Here's the thing. Here's what I got from it. It's okay to be wrong. I'm talking to you, the listener. It's okay to be wrong and corrected by someone that's presenting a more proper position than yours. You follow what I'm saying? It might not be the perfect position, but it's more proper than what you're talking about, or it might be more proper than what I'm talking about. You follow what I'm saying, man? I don't mind being wrong. Sometimes I'm wrong. I'm not always right. You know what I mean? I'm always wrong, and it's cool if I'm always wrong because it's at that point that I realize that I'm wrong that I begin to become correct. You follow me? There's nothing cool with holding on to the incorrect position. It doesn't make you look smarter. It don't make you look better. It just makes you look more wrong. You follow what I'm saying, man? When you miss your exit, you do not seem like you know what you're doing if you just keep driving because you clearly missed the exit, okay? The lovely doctor, she was classy, she was elegant, she was beautiful, right? She expressed her points with absolute perfection, okay? She displayed all kinds of intelligence and wisdom. Bro tried to cut to the left, stop short, pivot, jump over her facts, and she sacked bro so thoroughly with grace and poise. The play probably looked like a blitz for bro. It probably felt like a blitz. You know what I'm saying? Look, I don't know who she is, but I understand if you fellas are in love. Real talk. You know what I mean? I love me a woman that that's a beautiful character trait to me of a woman. The one that is thorough and tight with psychology. I love a psychological woman, man. That gets me going right there. If you, I ain't gonna even say it. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, man. I love a woman displaying some I was about to say technological, psychological. Let me go to the next story. A rapper by the name of Abdul YBC Dul, right? His real name, I want to call him by his real name though. His real name was Abdul Vix. That's his name, okay? Abdul Vix, okay? AKA
Got no fucking tombstone. Them niggas fucking dirt up. Hey, yo, where the fuck Carney at, yo? Carney, where the fuck you at? Ah! Got no fucking tombstone. Them niggas fucking dirt up. Hey, yo, where the fuck Carney at, yo?
He dug up his rival's grave and he was killed yesterday. I just want to throw that out. Killed yesterday at 3:34. Friday, 3:34 p.m. on 6th Street. He was hit multiple times in the chest and hand and was pronounced dead by the time he arrived at the hospital. So all the grave digging and trolling, only to find out the grave he was digging was his own. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy when people do not learn from basic patterns that play out right in front of us on a daily basis. You follow what I'm saying, man? It baffles me. Real talk. Look, even Meek Mill had a strong statement about it, okay? What bro said? He said, all right, where's it at? All right, Meek Mill posted, he said, okay, if you talk about your own dead ancestors, why would that be? Like ancestors, like when people talk, like when Harriet Tubman's, your own dead what? Look, I think I know what he was trying to say. I think he was basically saying don't speak bad or ill of the dead, like these drill rappers, because YBC Dul that got murdered was murdered in Philly. You follow what I'm saying, man? Say what you want though, man. I think I know where Meek was aiming at. I think he was trying to say don't speak ill of the dead like these drill rappers do. You know what I mean? But here's the other thing. It may not so much be that when you do one, it leads to the other, right? Because, you know, I understand he's trying to say like it's spiritual for show. If you speak on it, then if you do the drill rap where you cussing the dead, then you wind up dying, okay? It might not be that when you do one automatically like karma kicks in and it works for the other. Because karma, like people will use karma when they only referring to bad things but never the good things. You know what I'm saying? That's why we don't really rock with all that karma talk. You know what I mean? It might be that the type of lifestyle that practices disrespecting the dead in these types of ways is the that result in an early death, usually by murder. You understand what I'm saying? Usually those that go to this drastic length of publicly trying to humiliate the dead, which is pointless, in front of a crowd to get the crowd's applause, you know what I'm saying? Usually, and for good reason, great reason, usually they end up murdered. And sadly, sadly it plays out like that. You know what I mean? There's a part of me that feels like, yeah, well, that's what you get. You know what I'm saying? And look, I'd be happy, right? Much happier if dudes learn the easy way of, which is through observation. That's a good way of learning. Observation. Watch what happens, learn what happens from what you watched, and then be like, I ain't doing it that way. Okay? Be like the angels. Okay? Learn from observation, right? I'd be happier if dudes learn the easy way instead of the hard way. But sometimes a hard lesson for one person is an easy lesson observed by another. You follow what I'm saying, man? A lot of us are learning what not to do by watching the people that do the ridiculous things. You follow what I'm saying, man? And here's more to that story of the YBC Dul getting murdered. Let me explain something to you, okay? YBC Dul, right, did a song with another rapper called Lil Scoom 89 and another rapper called Bloodhound Lil Jeff, okay? The song was called Mr. I Got You in My Fridge because I was hungry and nasty, right? Lil Scoom, Bloodhound Lil Jeff, and YBC Dul all did a song together called Long Live Jeffrey Dahmer. Bloodhound Lil Jeff died in June. Lil Scoom 89 died in July. And YBC Dul died yesterday in August. So busy trying to get clout. Ain't no way witchcraft was far from what bro was doing when he was digging up the grave. You follow what I'm saying, man? I can only imagine their thoughts right now. You get me, man? I can only imagine their thoughts right now and what they lost. You know what I'm saying? Because they were so busy trying to be provocative in their rap. Now, they'll never hear a good song again. You understand what I'm saying? There's not even the pleasure of a good thought where they are right now. If they are where I suspect they might could be. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, because, you know, like for me, like murder is, when I read the scriptures say you know that no murderers have eternal life in them, right? Like, unless they repent. But if you ain't repent, then ain't no you ain't no murderer and having eternal life. So it just is what it is. Okay, look, you drill rappers better learn the pattern. I'm talking to all you drill rappers out here that might be listening to y'all better learn the pattern, and y'all better learn quick. Okay, because a lot of y'all are very, very slow when it comes to the learning. Okay, and y'all don't want to. Are y'all really angry? Or y'all getting in y'all feelings and letting vengeance take control? Clearly, y'all don't be reading the playbook. The pattern seems to happen the same way every time. And since we're talking about the drill, right? The artist, well, let me, should I even cover the story right now? Yeah, let me cover it now. The artist Daylight. The artist Daylight, who is understood to have ghostwritten for a certain Canadian artist, has stated that he low-key can't stand drill music. This is what he posted. He said, quote, "Bro is 100% correct." See, I get the sense, right, that the music we select reflects the mind frame and the emotions that we're feeling. You follow what I'm saying, man? And I think a lot of these dudes are on some old, like, I'm angry about, whatever the situation. I'm not getting what I want, or I didn't grow up with my dad around to teach me how to really be a man and deal with things in the proper way, perhaps, right? Or maybe just, I don't know. A lot of dudes are just like, yo, I lost so-and-so and I feel real angry about it. I want to make the world hurt the same way I heard it. So I want to kill everybody that I see. Okay. I think that's where a lot of that comes from, man. So I think the music that we select reflects the mind frame and the emotions that we're feeling, man. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because I'm saying what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not gonna be fronting like I don't got a beef play. I got a beef playlist. You follow me? That, like, when I play it, I feel like that moment when you feel like you ain't with the ish. You know what I'm saying? You're like, what's on there? Let me tell you. I got Chris Brown's Weakest Link on there. Okay. We got Broke Ops on there. 50 Cent, Holding Your Back, right? Euphoria, Rob Dollars, put that on my G. Okay. Got Throw Your Guns in there, Mad Face Invasion, Black Moon's Buck 'Em Down, Black Moon's Black Smith & Wesson, Soundboy Burial, Helter Skelter's Prowl. You follow what I'm saying, man? Wu-Tang's Guillotine, okay? Del the Funky Homo Sapiens, Catch a Bad One, all that, okay? Sometimes you just in that mode, you know what I mean? I mean, a lot of what I mentioned just ain't quite drill, though. Drill is like a extreme, like the pendulum has swung all the way to the left with drill. You follow what I'm saying, man? Let me jump to the shout outs real quick, man. I got a quick shout outs. I mean, I don't think I would. Like, I'm not a celebrity. But what I'm saying is this: I saw a lot of people were mentioning that when Juvenile made the statement that he's a celebrity, he was more or less pointing out the fact that he was targeted. Okay, which I can get with that. Somebody else said the same thing. I guess I gotta find the other comment, because somebody else said, okay, it was. I think I understand what you're saying. If he's saying I'm a celebrity, as in to say they targeted me because I am famous and they wanted to mess with me, but I don't see why a business or an organization would target a celebrity and kind of downgrade their seat that he paid for, because it only would make them look bad. I don't see why that would make them, like, why would you target somebody that you know has a huge platform, is what I'm saying. I mean, I know that Juvenile is huge, man. Like I said, man, I like bro, you know what I mean? And he did the Tiny Desk performance, man. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you this last one, right? Let me go like this. And finally, since we're talking about the drill rappers, okay? We told you before and we're telling you again, all right? When it comes down to like this kind of drill rap music, you got to read the play. I say the same thing about football players that marry the wrong type of people. A lot of them marry the same type of person. You know what I'm saying? That same kind of folks. And I'm like, yo, why y'all whole lives is about studying plays and reacting dynamically to the plays. How are y'all not seeing the same plays from a lot of these women that are getting y'all for the damn, you know what I'm saying? Child support and alimony. I mean, come on, y'all. Y'all all falling for the same woman. Anyway, when it comes down to drill rap, it's the same thing. A lot of folks is falling for the same nonsense. Let's go down the list. The artist Capo, okay? Capo was gunned down. What is it? He was shot twice. Went to the hospital, serious to critical condition, and then he was pronounced dead. Okay. And the killers not only struck him, but they also killed a toddler as they ran from the scene. Okay. He was a well-known member of GBE, having appeared on Glory Boy's mixtape and the whole 9 yards. You got Blood Money. He was killed. Okay. Back in 2014. All right. He was shot 10 times and killed as he and his cousin talked to a group of girls on the south side sidewalk. Okay. He signed a deal with Interscope and the whole 9 yards, man. You know what I'm saying? He had collabs with Chief Keef and Corey Guns. Okay. Lil Jojo, he was murdered in 2012. 18 years old, shot from behind as he rode a bike. A few hours after, he posted a video to YouTube depicting him doing a drive-by on Lil Reese, shouting, "You a itch, and I'm gonna kill you." Okay, a member of the Gangsters Disciples, affiliated with the set Brick Squad. Okay. Who else we got? We got L.A. Capone, murdered, 2013, 17 years old, shot in the right thigh, lower back as he walked through an alley returning home from a recording session. Okay, longtime friends with Lil Durk. All right, who else we had over here, man? We got Young Pappy. Okay, guess what happened to him? Exactly. He was shot twice in the back in 2015 in the Kenmore neighborhood in uptown Chicago. All right. He succumbed to his wounds a couple of hours after he was murdered. He was a target. He was the target of 2 high-profile shootings that resulted in the deaths of even innocent bystanders. Okay. I think the joint happened at a McDonald's or something like that. What else we got? We got Lil Bango. He died, 19 years old, shot in a recording studio. Okay. Johnny Boy, the Prince, 23 years old, shot in the alley, right? Lil Jeff, shot at a house party, 21. OTF Nunu, 21, shot as he sat in the SUV. That's Lil Durk's cousin. Okay. Lil Mark, shot at a bus stop. Vano, 20, shot in a botched robbery. Okay. You know what happened to Nipsey? You know what happened to Young Dolph? You know what happened to Mo 3? All these people getting gunned down. Although, what we're saying is this, man. We got to be safe out here in these streets, and we got to consider the pattern of how it plays out when we rap about certain things. We understand that old school artists in the 90s may have been able to play that game and walk away scot-free. You follow what I'm saying? It's a different generation. It's a different age. Okay. The atmosphere is different, and you cannot do in this current atmosphere what you was able to do in the 90s. Yeah, me personally, I feel like 50 Cent was the last of that breed that was able to pull that off and be able to walk away with it. You know what I mean? Now all these new dudes that are trying to do it, it plays out differently every time. And if you don't know the playbook, then you are gonna be a victim of what comes with all that. You follow what I'm saying, man? Yo, let us know your thoughts in the comments below, man. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed to the channel, man. We appreciate the like if you like the content too, man. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source.